إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Brothers and sisters in Islam, it is extremely important, very crucial, to understand as Muslims that Islam is a way of life, what we call lifestyle. You can't have two faces, one facing the masjid and one face outside. What you do outside is a depiction, reveals what you believe. You can't have two faces. The most despicable of all people on the day of judgment are the two-faced people. However, this is not the case of the society where we live. This is not the case in America, for example, the West. The West, inside the church, inside the synagogue, you're one person. Outside, you're another person. You get to do what you want. To some extent, I'm sure there are some devout Judeo-Christian individuals who may maintain that, but I'm talking about the beliefs, once it comes to beliefs. But for a Muslim again, to confirm that, it's like a circle that you're surrounded with. When you go to the bathroom, imagine that. You display your beliefs in the way you enter, in the way you clean yourself, in the way you come out. That's what Islam is. Likewise, these occasions which come from time to time, you will be surprised, brothers and sisters in Islam, to find out that a lot of these occasions, like Halloween, like Easter, like Christmas, they are really a depiction or a display or a showcase of certain beliefs, whether pagan or Christian, Judeo-Christian. I mean, take ideally, we all live in America, and your work week. What is your work week? Monday to Friday. Why not Saturday? Because it's a Judeo holiday. It's the Sabbath. Why not Sunday? Because it's a Christian holiday. It's just one simple thing. So, all what you're experiencing here in these societies as a Muslim have to do with beliefs. And wallahi, it's so sad sometimes. People like ourselves, when we talk about monotheism or tawheed, we always approach it from the aspect of one or trinity or two or three. But actually, a lot of the societal norms are monotheistic, polytheistic. Like, for example, when you say something and you're afraid somebody is going to envy you, what do you say here? Touch wood, right? Touch wood, right? What is touch wood? It's a word that you say, but it reveals that you believe in superstition. That when you touch the wood, you're going to be protected. Or they do like this, the finger crossing. You do like that. Exactly like a Muslim who wears an amulet in order to protect himself from harm, or he places a hijab underneath the pillow. Exactly. So these day-to-day practices, the societal practices, really are a manifestation of beliefs. And subhanAllah, before I go into that Halloween, I don't know if we're going to come to it, business, there is a very similar concept in Surah Al-An'am. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma said, if you want to fully understand the depth of the ignorance of the Arabs, recite Surah Al-An'am from from after 130 verses, exactly to be 136 verses, from 136 on. What did the Arabs do at the time of the Prophet? This is pre-Islam. Look at this now. They believed Allah is the creator of everything. They believed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who makes the vegetation come out. They believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of the animals. They believe all of that. But at the same time, they believe they get what they get from Allah because of superstitions, because of the idols, because of that, Uzza, Manat. Has it been for those idols, Allah would not have blessed them. So what they do? Look how Allah said that. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ مِمَّا ذَرَأَ مِنَ الْحَرْثِ وَالْأَنْعَامِ نَصِيبًا فَقَالُوا هَذَا لِلَّهِ بِزَعْمِهِمْ وَهَذَا لِشُرَكَائِهِمْ. They assign from what Allah brought out for them what superstitions for the idols. Because without those, Allah is not going to give us them. And this is shirk. Right here. And they ended up saying what? We cannot eat this animal. And you know this animal is pregnant. We cannot eat the baby inside this animal. Allah said, ما جعل الله من بحيرة ولا سائبة ولا وصيلة ولا حام. فالشاهد, brothers and sisters in Islam, you know, when we approach Muslims now and letting them know that these practices are, whether pagan, especially that Halloween, there are devout Christians, devout to their faith, who believe that it's a pagan tradition. And they would actually stand against celebrating it. And if you look at the history carefully, it is a pagan tradition. What is the history behind Halloween? And brothers and sisters in Islam, you know, we can have two approaches to these things here. The passive approach, you know, that you don't say anything about it, let it pass, as if you do not see. But the problem is you have kids, I have children. My children ask me all the time about these pumpkins, they notice things that I don't see anymore. About these idols standing in front of the houses, about these scary images. They ask you. So, you as a parent, you know, I was talking to Brother Abdurrahman the other day, and he said to me that, you know, when some brothers came to America, at the beginning, they didn't join these celebrations. But then the wave is so high. Then they started actually going and buying the pumpkin, and you know, there is a principle out there that says if you cannot defeat them, what do? Join them. Exactly. That's what happened to Christians, by the way, devout Christians. What is the origin of Halloween? A pagan tradition. The night of the 31st of October, in a place called Ireland, which is part of England now, or before, or now, whatever it is. A Celtic province. They believe that there is a Lord, شايف أول قصيدة كفره, the Lord of the dead. Can you believe that there is a Lord for the dead? إله الأموات. يبقى في إله الأموات وإله الأحياء. شرك من الأول. The Lord of the dead, his name is Samhain. That's his name. Samhain. The night of the 31st, he calls all the buried souls, spirits, to come out and walk in the surface of earth. He calls them out and attack those who hurt you when you were alive. Now, the only way for the living to protect themselves from these evil spirits, supposedly the people who died, that they do group these guys, you know, like you hide, you wear what? You wear mask, you wear uniform,
You dress like them. And the ideal that you dress like a devil, or like a witch, or like a black cat. I'm not trying to scare you. That's, so that when these evil souls come to attack you, they will recognize you. And then they will pass you. Imagine that. But now, this tradition kept going for years. I'm telling you, the 7th century, the 7 AD, the Christian church in England banned this completely. They said this is a pagan tradition. We cannot do it. It was outlawed. Anyone who has a pumpkin, those are Christians, will be put to jail or will be in prison. But, always the pagan traditions are very powerful. Especially now. The growth of atheism with the wonderful education system we have in the United States of America, where you send your child to the public school system, he doesn't even know anything about Allah. He comes out ready to be an atheist. Ready, just one click. He's an atheist. We're not an atheist. But they couldn't, even though Christianity at this time, according to us Muslims, is a distorted Christianity to begin with. It's the level 2 Christianity. Not the Christianity which Jesus taught, it's the Christianity which Saul taught. And who is Saul? Someone who never met Jesus in his life. Never met Jesus. We call him the 13th self-claimed disciple. He spread all these heretical teachings in Europe, in Cyprus and Italy, and that's the Christianity which is distorted already. This is the Bid'ah Christianity. Said no to the pagan tradition, not the original Christianity, not the teachings of Jesus. Then later on, it's not working. The people are demanding Halloween. The people, Halloween, huh? Okay, what can we do? Okay, I think in the 1st of November we used to have All Hallow Day. Hallow means saints. It's a day when they celebrate the honor of the righteous, of people who died. So they said, why don't we move this and make it All Hallow Evening? All Hallow Eve. That's where Halloween came in hand. So this way we will mix the pagan tradition with the Christian tradition. Then we're good. We're one. So this is how the whole thing, brothers and sisters in Islam, came into existence. Now, you as a Muslim, do you believe that souls can come back to the body? Do you believe that? Can a soul which is buried walk out of the grave and walk on the surface of earth? You see, I think to clarify this, we need to distinguish between two things here. If you're talking about jinn taking a shape that you can see, yeah, that's true. The Prophet told us that. Jinn are the race of Satan. These jinni may take the shape of a snake, the Prophet mentioned in one hadith, the shape of a black dog, he mentioned, a donkey, a black cat. That's the most famous. But not every black cat, not every donkey, not every snake is a jinni. You see, you have to figure this out. You have to know whether he's a jinni or not. But he can take that shape. Then you can see them. But human souls, no. No way. منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى. Brothers and sisters in Islam, the whole issue here has to do with delusions. اللي هي الأوهام. When you have delusions about the unseen, and you don't know where you obtain legitimate information about the unseen, you're going to make up all these theories. But we as Muslims are very disciplined. When it comes to the subject of the souls, the Jews asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam about it. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ. They ask you, O Muhammad, about the ruh, Surah Al-Isra, about the soul or the spirit, whatever you want to call it. It's a matter that belongs to Allah. It's a matter that is unseen. وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. And you're only given little knowledge about it. But what is this little knowledge? When we are in the womb of our mother, Hadith Abdullah ibn Mas'ud رضي الله عنه, إن خلق أحدكم يجمع في بطن أمه 40 يوما نطفة ثم علقة مثل ذلك ثم مضغة مثل ذلك. So 20 days, 40 days a sperm, 40 days. The Prophet is saying that. You see, I'm saying this because I have a their faith is handy. That stuff cannot deceive a believer. Yeah, if he's a jinn, بس يعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Yeah. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. I'm going to take care of that. Allah لا يقرأ آية الكرسي. Allah لا إله. I mean, that gets the jinn out of the body, not out of a snake or out of a donkey. It's going to run away. The jinni, because by the way, if you catch the jinni in that form, for information, if a jinni takes a material form, whether physically, whether a snake, and you catch him in that form, you control him. What is my evidence? The Prophet ﷺ, one night he was praying Tahajjud, and a jinni came to distract him. The Prophet ﷺ held him from the tongue, to the extent that he said that I felt the witness of his tongue in my hands. And I was about to bring him in the morning and tie him to one of the pillars of the masjid, so the kids in Medina can have good time with him. تذكرت دعوة أخي سليمان. Why? Because Sulaiman is the one who had the jinn subdued لي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب. Oh Allah, bestow upon me dominion that no one else is entitled after that. And one of the pieces of dominion that the jinn are serving. فالشاهد لا, but human souls to come out and scare the living, that's a sci-fi. This is what we call sci-fi. Now, if you want to practice Halloween in order to make this happen, that's your call here. But we go back to the journey of the soul. After 120 days, in that flesh, in the womb of the mother, Allah would send an angel who is called Malikul Arwah. Malakul Arwah, sorry. Malakul Arwah, the angel of the souls. He breathes the soul in the baby, in that fetus, it's called. And then he writes the 4 things. How long he will live, his provision, what type of thing he will do, rich or not, or happy. But now you have the soul in your body, you don't see it. It's a soul out there. At the time of death, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends angels to sit in front of you, to prepare you. Then the angel of death will come, and if this person was righteous and pious, this soul will come out. He will call upon it, يا أيتها النفس الطيبة كانت في الجسد الطيب, come out. والقرآن سورة الفجر, يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية. If the soul was good, oh good soul, come out. If it was bad, oh evil soul, come out. So the soul is now out of the body, and that's how we define death. Body and soul are what? Separated. Now where does the soul go? If the soul is a righteous soul, based on Hadith al-Bara ibn Azib, في مستدرك الحاكم على شرط مسلم, it will ascend to the seventh heaven. في عليين. It will go up. Special janazah to the soul until it goes to the highest place and will be presented before Allah. Allah will say, take it back to earth, because I said, منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة. From earth we created you, again we shall make you go back to earth, and out of earth we shall raise you. The soul will meet the body in the grave for the questioning. When the two angels will come to question the person. After the questioning, this soul, whether it's going to be in Illiyin, in a good place, or in Sijin, until the day of judgment. Until the day of judgment. If it is a soul of a martyr, then it goes to Jannah. وهذا يقول يعني one of the hadith which testifies that the soul cannot come back to this world. Hadith Abdullah ibn Haram radiallahu anhu, the father of Jabir, the night of Uhud, he came to his son Jabir فقال يا بني, he said, my son, إني أراني أول من يقتل غدا. I don't know, I have the feeling that I will be amongst those who will die tomorrow. In Uhud, the night of it. Take care of your girls, my daughters. Abdullah ibn Haram had 9 daughters, and Jabir was the last. Please take care of them and pay off my debt. Subhanallah, he died. And those are people, those are men, they were men. They don't say, okay, father, go ahead, father, die. رجال لهم كلمة. They have a word. Man. The Prophet later on met him and, came back from one of the battles. And he was rushing with his horse. His horse doesn't help him. He said, what's wrong? What's wrong? He said, Ya Rasul, I just got married and I want to go back to my wife. So the Prophet asked him, who did you marry again? One of the previously married women. To him, أَنَّا بِكْرٌ تُلَاعِبُهَا وَتُلَاعِبُكَ. Why didn't you marry a virgin so you can have time? قال يا رسول الله إن عبد الله ترك لي 9 بنات خرس. They are more of a need of a mother than someone to compete with them. I want to bring them a mother to raise them. See that? That's the type we're talking about here. But the Prophet saw him a little bit feeling down. فقال, he touched me personally. قال والله يا جابر, by Allah يا جابر, إن الله لم يكلم أحدا سفاحا أي من وراء حجاب. Except your father. He spoke to your father without a veil. فقال له عبدي. He said to him, عبدي تمنى عليك, my slave. أرجع إلى الدنيا, I go back to the dunya. فأقتل في سبيلك. ثم أرجع إلى الدنيا فأقتل في سبيلك. ثم أرجع إلى الدنيا فأقتل في سبيلك. To go back to the world, to die for your cause, for your deen, for your religion. And to go back again and to be killed for your cause. To be killed for you. Allah said, yeah, but you will be in Jannah, inshallah. These heretical things, the ikhwah, doesn't belong to us. Come out. Well, when everybody dies, who blows in the trumpet here? The first blow, when every living will die. And between And the second one, as in hadith blows in the trumpet, 40. طيب. What happened when the second blow takes place? The Prophet ﷺ told us that كل ابن آدم يبلى إلا عجب الذنب. All the body of the son of Adam will be eaten by earth except a bone in the back called, what you call the genetic stamp, or we call it now the bone in the back.
Stage. Allah will send rain very similar to Prophet used something that is it will contact.
The body will grow beneath the ground, and the soul will join it. من القبور إلى ربهم ينزلون. The blow will be in the trumpet, and they will rise from beneath the grave, from beneath the ground. فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينزلون. They will say,
the angels was waiting for them on the surface of earth.
Souls cannot come out and walk like that. لا. So the angels are waiting. They will answer, هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون.
This is what you've been promised. You will be lying the day just hear this.
وجاءت كل نفس معها سائق وشهيد. Every soul will be driven to the land of gathering with two سائق, someone driving it, and a witness against it. فدول يسولوا ويطلعوا ويلبسوا كاستم ويلفوا على البيوت وتريك اند تريت ومش عارف ايه. Come on, man. What are you, Muslims? What are you? You see, the Christians, which was not really Christianity, giving up. You're the last people standing. And the other mass standing for the truth in earth. You want to go on Halloween? Give up the keys, give up the keys, give up the keys. لا يا أخي. اتقوا الله في أولادكم وفي أنفسكم واحفظوا أيمانكم واحفظوا دينكم واحفظوا توحيدكم واحفظوا معتقداتكم. والله يا إخوة, this is a time when those who are holding the religion is holding the toll. Too much pressure, no question about it. But I'd rather burn, man, than burn in the hill afterwards. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، له الحمد الحسن والثناء الجميل، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له يقول الحق وهو يهدي السبيل، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده وعلى من اتبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Inshallah, this Saturday at 6 is not like a replacement for Halloween, but Halloween happens to be on Saturday, and we would normally hold that event on Saturday. So one day apart, trying to Halloween, inshallah, having a special event for the kids. If you can bring them around 7 o'clock or 7:15, we'll be around 7:16 now. After Isha, myself and Brother Omar Mitchell will give them a talk about Halloween and about what should they do and why they should not participate in such things. And after that, we'll have a nice pizza for them. A nice, they can have a nice run in the gym, inshallah. So, I think it's a good idea to educate your children about this, inshallah. But if you're unable and you want to share something with your children, if you want that bomb, you participated in any of these, خاف الله والله خاف الله يا شيخ والله fear الله يا شيخ والله إني لك ناصح والله نصيحة في نفسك وفي أولادك. Don't compromise. These are detection, like I said at the beginning, manifestations, begging. Christianity distorted Christianity for countermarch. And I'm telling you, there are still Christians who are standing against these practices. So have a nice day. Peace. Write a little, it's nice to know that you're a Muslim. Unless if you want to hide, you're a Muslim, that's not an issue. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن يا رب العالمين. اللهم انصر دينك وسنة نبيك وعبادك المؤمنين. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين واهزم أعداء الدين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلنا هداة مهديين. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى يا رب العالمين. اللهم احفظ أولادنا في هذه البلاد من الفتن. اللهم احفظ أولادنا وبناتنا وذرياتنا في هذه البلاد من الفتن يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلهم دعاة لدينك يا رب العالمين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
استقيموا استووا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون فرحين بما آتاهم الله من فضله ويستبشرون بالذين لم يلحقوا بهم من خلفهم ألا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون يستبشرون بنعمة من الله وفضل وأن الله لا يضيع أجر المؤمنين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر
الفجر أمامه يسأل أيان يوم القيامة. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Also, brothers, inshallah, on Sunday at 1 o'clock, there is a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the gym here, inshallah. If you want to bring your children, inshallah.